Welcome to the lecture of data science. In this particular video, we will cover the topic like classification and regression tree and the cost-based splitting criteria from the unit number 7, that is the decision tree. So let's see one of the example that using the following feature tree, write the decision rules for majority of the class. So what happens over here, this is my feature tree. It means these two nodes are my internal nodes and it shows my some feature. Some feature means my columns in my data set. So over here, these are my internal nodes and internal nodes has some branches like 0 and 1 like that. And this square indicates my class label. So when this particular internal node has branch value equals to 1, then my class label is like this, that is spam is having 20 and ham is having 5. So over here, I have two different values in my class label, that is spam and ham. So over here, my class label not shows that completely as spam, not completely as ham. The 20 rows are for the spam and the 5 values are for the ham. Similarly, for the lottery, if the value of lottery is equals to 0, then my spam is 20 and my value of ham is 40. It means there are 20 different rows having the value as spam and there are 40 different rows having the value as ham for lottery equals to 0. If the value of lottery is equals to 1 and this particular Viagra has value equals to 0, then my value of spam is 10 and my value of ham is 5. So over here, what you have to do, you have to write the decision rules. It means when I am going like this, that is 0 and 0, that is in the left direction, that is the leftmost direction till the depth of the tree. Then what will be my value? So over here, the majority value is ham, that is ham equals to 40 because the value of spam is 20. So what we will take? We will take the majority of the class value. So over here, out of 20 and 40, what is the majority value? The majority value is ham. So I will write the class label as ham like this. If over here I am going like this, that is in the tree, I am going like this, that is only in the right hand side direction, it means I am writing only one. Then what is my class label? So I will take the majority of the class label. So over here the majority is spam, that is 20. So I am writing class label is equals to spam. If I am going right like this in my tree, that is 0 and 1 in this direction, that is 0 and 1. So what will be my class label? So I will take the majority. So I will write my class label as the spam. So this is how you can make use of the majority of the class if you have in the leaf node both the class label present. Now let's understand the classification and the regression tree. So classification and the regression tree, as the name suggests, that it is combining both the features of the classification and the regression. And based on that, they are creating the tree to solve the problem. So classification and the regression tree, in short, it is called as the CART, that is C-A-R-T, is a common terminology that is used for the classification tree. So used when the dependent variable is discrete and a regression tree used when the dependent variable is continuous. So it is combining both the features of the classification and regression. So whatever the disadvantages of the regression are there and whatever the disadvantages of the classification are there, they are ignoring both and they are taking the advantage of both the one, that is the classification and regression, and they have given one combined approach, that is the classification and the regression tree. So the classification tree uses various impurity measures such as the Gini impurity index and entropy to split the nodes. So we have already seen that in my classification tree, multiple trees are possible for the same training data set. So which internal node to make as the root node and which internal node to make it as the internal node at the level 1 and at the level 2. So how to decide that so that we will get the best classification tree in my model? So how to decide that which attribute should be my root node and which attribute should be my internal node? So that term is called as the splitting criteria. So how to split my decision tree based on which internal node I have to split my decision tree. So over here in the classification and regression tree, it is decided by the measure such as the Gini impurity index and the entropy to split the nodes. In my shade tree, I am using my chi-square value, that is my chi-square test that is based on the statistics to split my decision tree. Over here for the cart, which measure we are using? So Gini impurity index and entropy are the measures that we are using to split the nodes. So it is very important question based on the MCQ that which splitting measure is used for the shade tree. So which splitting measure is used for the shade tree? The answer is uh, chi-square test based on the statistics they are using for splitting the nodes. And which measure is used over here for the cart for splitting the nodes? So which measures we are using over here for the cart? So the answer is that is Gini impurity index and the entropy we are using. So cart is a binary tree wherein every node is split into only two branches. So the cart is a binary tree. Binary tree means it has only two different branches, whereas the shade tree can have more than two splits. So in the shade tree we can have the three branches, we can have the four branches, but the cart is the complete binary tree. So what is the difference between cart and the shade? So the main difference is over here, that is one is the binary and one is the non-binary tree. So let's understand the cart algorithm. So the process is like this. That is, first step is like this. That is, rules based on the variables values are selected to get the best split to differentiate the observations based on the dependent variable. So what they are doing, that is they are creating the rules based on the values which is given in the attribute and which are selected to get the best split to differentiate the observations based on the dependent variable. So suppose I have one age column like this, and in my age column, I have the various values like 25, one person is the age of 25, another person is the age of 15, then one person is the age of 35, and then one person is the age of 45, 55, suppose 48, and so on. We are keeping like this. Now this is my continuous attribute, and I want to split this particular attribute in such a way that I can get the maximum possible class labels. So how to split this particular attribute? Whether I should split as less than or equals to 25 and greater than 25 like this, or less than or equals to 38 or greater than 38 like this, or I should split like this, that is less than or equals to 45 and greater than 45 like this. So based on this values, that is values which is present in the age attribute, I have to visualize the values, and I have to I have to select a proper split, that how to split this particular attribute into two parts, because cart is my I can say the binary tree. So I can represent only in this two way, either like this, that is less than or equals to 25 or greater than 25, or like this, that is less than or equals to 38 or greater than 38. So how should I split, in which different categories I should split, whether to split in this way, whether to split in this way, and whether to split in this way. So which is the best selection for the tree that I have developed using my cart algorithm. So how to decide such type of things, that we can decide with the help of the Gini index and the entropy measures. The second one is, once a rule is created and splits a node into two, the same process is applied to the child node. It means the various internal nodes are present. So the internal node at the level 1, the internal node at the level 2. So first, the internal node which is present at the level 1, and we have the internal node which is present at the level 2. So the level 2 internal node will be the child node of the above internal node which is present at level 1. So whatever rules we are applying on the parent node, that same rules will be applied to the child node. Then comes splitting stops when cart detects no further gain can be made or some preset stopping rules are met. It means if we have predefined that where we want to stop our tree, so at that particular point the tree splitting will be stopped. Or we can say, if in my data set I have 5 different attributes and 5 different internal nodes are created in my decision tree, then after that no attribute is there to split in my data set. So my data set contains 5 attributes and all the 5 attributes are already used in my decision tree. Now no further attributes are available to make it as the internal node. So at that point your algorithm will stop. Or the second point is, you have setted some predefined rules that where to stop the tree. So at that point your tree will get stopped. So this is what the process of the cart is, that is classification and the regression tree. Now next is the Gini impurity index and the entropy. So how each node comprises an attribute that becomes the root cause of further splitting in the downward direction. So can you answer such questions? That is, how to decide that which feature means attribute, should be located at the root node. Then what is the most accurate feature to serve as the internal node or the leaf node? Or how to divide the tree, or how to measure the accuracy of splitting tree, and many more. So I want to decide that which will be my root node, which will be my internal node. So such a way I want to design a tree that my accuracy of the decision tree will increase. If you split your decision tree randomly, that then it might happen that the accuracy of the decision tree gets lower down. So over here, there are some fundamental splitting parameters to address the considerable issues discussed above. And yes, in the real sense of this article, we will cover the entropy and the Gini index uh, and their role of the execution in the decision tree technique. So let's start with the entropy first. So what is entropy? Entropy means it is the measurement of the impurity or the randomness in the data point. So the entropy itself says that it is the measurement of the randomness, or we can say the impurity. So entropy is calculated between the value as 0 and 1. So although depending upon the number of groups or classes present in the data set, sometimes it could be larger than 1, but it signifies the same meaning, that higher the level of disorder if the value of the entropy is higher. So entropy is lowest for the no disorder at extremes, that is at both the end, and maximum, that is the high disorder in the middle of the graph. So let's understand that particular graph. So over here my graph is there. So you can visualize over here that on my y-axis it is showing me as entropy, and on the x-axis I have some value of P. Then you can visualize over here that over here at the left hand side, my all the negative class label are there, that is minus sign. At the right hand side I have all the positive class label. So my entropy will be lower for such type of class labels. That is, for negative my entropy is lower, for the all positive class label my entropy is again lower. But for the mixing, that is at this particular point, you can see that my entropy is highest and its value is 1. Because at this particular point, my combination of both the class label are present, that is yes and no in equal amount. You can see that plus 3 times plus sign and 3 times minus sign. So it is the mixture of both the class labels. So at that time, you can say that maximum impurity are there and the entropy value is highest. Let us clear further. So the node impurity makes reference to the mixture of classes in the training example covered by the node. So when all the examples in a given node belongs to the same problem class, then the node is said to be pure. So this is very important. When a node is said to be pure, when the all the class label same all the class label falls at a same position. So suppose this is my example that whether a person will buy a computer or not. So in my data set, suppose I have the 20 different rows, and I have splitted my data set based on my age attribute, that is less than or equals to 35 and greater than 35. In less than or equals to 35, I have all my class label as yes, that is 20 present over here. And there are no class label, there are no rows with class label as no. It means I can say with a confident that uh, based on my data set, that all the person who has age less than or equals to 35, only that people are buying the computer. The people who are the age above 35 are not buying the computer. So with confident I can say, because my all the class label falls at one position, and there are no confusion over here because my value of no is 0 over here, and also there are no branches in the greater than 35. So this particular node is said to be pure because we are getting the exact answer. The maximum impurity is called when the records are equally distributed. So when the maximum impurity is there, you can see over here that whether a person can buy a computer or not. So with the age that is less than or equals to 35, you can say that from my data set, there are 10 peoples who has the age less than or equals to 35 are buying the computer, and they are also not buying. There are 10 records are there that they are not buying. For greater than or equals to 35, 10 persons are buying and 10 persons are not buying. So over here, I can't say anything that who is buying the computer based on the age. Whether the people with age less than 35 are buying or greater than 35 are buying. So they are buying also and they are not buying also. So my class labels, you can say that my records are equally distributed over here, that is 10 10 and 10 10. So I can't say, I can't predict anything from my this particular decision tree. It means the maximum impurity is there. When the maximum impurity is there, when we can't say anything because the records are equally distributed. For this particular case, my records are at same position, that is for age less than or equals to 35. All the people are buying the computer, so I can predict something that this category of age can buy the computer and greater than 35 will not buy the computer. So over here we can say we can predict something with full confident. So we can say the node is said to be pure, and over here we can say the node is having the maximum impurity. So now you can understand this particular graph that at this position I have all the class label as no, at this position I have all the class label as yes. So maximum purity is present at both the ends. When we go up in the upwards direction, then you can see that maximum how many minus are there, 5 different minus are there and 2 plus are there. So we can ignore the minimum class label, so we are ignoring the plus and we are taking the no as my class label, as we have done in the previous example of the spam and ham. So what we are doing over here, the spam is 20 and ham is 40. So what we are doing, we are ignoring the spam and we are only considering the ham. So whatever the majority class is, that we are considering. So you can visualize over here that the majority class is of minus. So we can ignore the plus over here. Over here also, you can visualize that maximum plus are there and few minus are there. So we can ignore the minus sign over here. But over here at this particular point, I have 3 plus and 3 minus. Then which class to ignore and which class not to ignore? So it is very confusing. So we can't predict over here anything. It means the maximum impurity is present at this particular point when my data or I can say that my records are equally distributed. Now, so what is entropy? It is the degree of randomness, that how randomly the records are distributed. So the formula of entropy is like this, that is minus sign, summation of 1 to n, that is probability, that is pi into log of the probability to the base of 2. So this is my formula of the entropy. You can calculate the probability of a class label and you can easily calculate the value of the entropy. Now next is the Gini impurity. So Gini index, also known as the Gini impurity, calculates the amount of probability of a specific feature that is classified incorrectly when selected randomly. So if all the elements are linked with a single class, then it is called as the pure. We have already seen if all the elements are linked with a single class, then it is called as pure. So the Gini index varies between the values as 0 and 1. So when 0, so it expresses the purity of the classification. 1 indicates the random distribution of elements across various classes, and the value of 0.5 of the Gini index shows that an equal distribution of elements over the sum classes. So over here they are telling that what the 0 expresses, what the 1 expresses, and what the 0.5 Gini index expresses. So the purity means a clean separation of the examples into the group of examples of all 0 and all 1 is the purest. So, and a 50-50 mixture of both the classes is list pure. So we have already seen that in the Gini index also it is following the same concept like the entropy. If 50-50 classes are present, then we can say that the maximum impurity is there in my data set. So the calculation of the purity measure involves the calculating the probability of an example of a given class being misclassified by a split. So what will happen over here, that if you are selecting the wrong internal node as the root node or as the middle internal node, then it might be possible that you can misclassify a split. So what will happen? The accuracy of the decision tree will decrease. Now, next is over here that the cost-based splitting criteria. So in the cost-based splitting criteria, it is the part of the classification and the regression tree. So what they are telling that over here in the cost-based splitting criteria, they are giving some weights to the nodes. So small weight means less importance or the lower impact on the node purity, and the large weight means more importance and higher impact on the node purity. So what we want the node purity. It means my all the class label at one side. So where the larger weight is, at that direction I will choose to get downwards in my decision tree. So you can visualize over here that over here my decision tree is there. You can visualize that I have two different branches, 0 and 1, like this. Again, for this internal node I have the branch like this, that is 0, and for this internal node I have again two branches, 0 and 1. So in which direction should I move? So where the weight is more, in that direction I will move. So suppose this particular branch over here, the weight is more. So out of this, I am selecting this one. Then out of this also, the weight is more over here. So I will select this one, because at that point, I will get the maximum purity. That is my class label, which will split correctly. So this is what all about the CART is. So what we have seen in this video lecture, that is classification and decision tree, that is CART, Gini impurity index, entropy, and the cost-based splitting criteria. So this all are the subtopics of my classification and the regression tree. So keeping it till here, thank you all.